on time. So we got Jake Paul versus Ben Askren this weekend. It'll be on Sunday for us in Australia, on Saturday for everyone in America. Look, it's probably not the most exciting fight, to be honest.
It's weird. I don't know. People just if you're someone who is a massive fan of the sport of boxing and you don't give a fuck about Jake Paul or Ben Askren, it's not that exciting. No. But if you're someone our age and, personally someone who follows Jake Paul and the Paul brothers and knows all about their past and especially if you're a UFC fan as well, such as we are, or a MMA fan in general, then you would have a lot of interest in the fight because they believe that all the UFC fighters and a lot of Bellator fighters and a lot of One Championship fighters are saying, Ben Askren is representing MMA and that it is the most dominant sport. Because off the top of my head, there has been a lot of transition from other fighters to MMA and people outside the organization. But other than McGregor, I can't think of any MMA fighters that have transitioned to boxing.
It's usually the other way around.
Yeah, it's usually the other way around. So that's why they're saying that Ben Askren's representing boxing.
Yeah, and Ben Askren's representing MMA.
So MMA. Yeah, and Jake Paul represents all the 12-year-olds on the internet.
Yes. I think they're definitely swaying it in Jake Paul's favor, and I'll say that because Ben typically would need a 12-round fight, right? Jake is essentially getting a shorter period of time to actually to train. Well, he has to train for a short amount of rounds for a shorter period of time. Now, I don't know if they're 2-minute rounds. They are most likely 3 rounds because they're not in the Legends League. So let's say it's going to be 3-minute rounds, 8 rounds in total, right? Mm-hmm. It certainly sways it in Jake's favor because he's younger, more athletic, more energy, and he's not like Ben Askren who has such slow twitch muscle fibers and just breaks you down over time.
Dude, I just checked on the odds on Sportsbet.
Jake's probably the favorite.
He is 163 to Ben Askren's 218.
Really?
Yeah.
Look, I understand that, right? I do understand. Look, Ben's not knocking out anyone. Let's be real.
That's correct.
But neither is Jake. Jake is not knocking out Ben. I'll tell you right now. That's a firm prediction right there. That's one of the predictions that we could probably make is, look, we don't know if Jake has that good striking ability because he took a bit of damage against Gibb. You could see he got a pretty bloody nose, although that's pretty normal for boxing. Mm. And the fight with Nate Robinson didn't last very long, knocked him out. Robinson looked like he'd never sparred, never took a punch in his life. And he got knocked out unconscious very quickly in I think it was the first or the second round. So, look, Ben is going to have to just make this a dog fight. Mm-hmm. And I thought about this earlier. I thought it would be really funny. Joe, do you reckon it would be funny if he just fakes a double and just comes up on top? He never actually did the double, right? He never took him down, but he faked the double.
He faked.
Or imagine if he just neck grip
that leg.
Yeah, just look.
It's weird because Ben Askren stayed on Logan Paul's podcast. I'm not really that good at boxing, but neither is Jake. I was just like, that was a weird conversation. He was quite honest. So he says, truth be told, I'm not really that good at boxing. I'm very slow twitch muscle fiber. I'm not a fast twitch muscle fiber type of guy. But the thing is, I've seen Jake's boxing and he's not that good. And I just feel like I'm better than him. That's what he was saying.
Yeah. I think neither gentleman have good boxing, right? I would just say Jake can pick up things a lot quicker because he's younger. He's still an athletic guy. Ben, his best days are behind him.
Yeah.
He fixed his dodgy hip, which is good. You might see he's a little bit more active, move around a little bit more freely. He still looks very stiff, and his head movement is very...
Have you seen that Rocky video?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
It's so funny. But look, I want to predict that Ben beats him by decision, right? It could be close just because of the 8 rounds. If it was a 12-round fight, I would see Ben winning by a landslide, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Ben beats him by a smidge in the decision.
You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say Ben beats him by knockout in one of the last couple of rounds.
You reckon?
I reckon.
Knocks him out.
Yeah.
You know what? I think
That's just my gut feeling.
look, you know what? It's not the worst